I think it's been very successful. It's been hectic because we have had so many events. As you know, the African Pavilion started with a NEPAD event on financing climate change, in which we presented a NEPAD climate change fund, the activities that we have supported under that fund, and the successes realized through the fund. And then we presented an outlook in terms of expanding the fund and attracting more resources so that we can support more African countries. Well, the restoration initiative is really saying, given the impacts of climate change, we know that there's a lot of degraded land in the continent. And we know there have been, different initiatives, but we need to give ourselves targets and goals to be able to make sure that the efforts that governments are making can be supported by private sector investment. That is the new element that the Restoration Initiative is bringing. That we are bringing private sector to come in and participate in the Restoration Initiative. As I said before, climate change poses a challenge, but it's also an opportunity. It's an opportunity for business to develop riverine basins so that they can become productive assets to the economy. We see right through the Sahel and the Horn of Africa the consequences of land degradation, both in terms of food insecurity, but in terms of national security. Because our youth kind of are desperate. They don't see themselves being able to make a living, create employment for themselves through in an environment where the land is degraded. Then some of them are pushed to look for other places to go to. So we have this huge wave of migration that is a drain to African countries and African economies, but also it's a challenge to the countries that are receiving them. So it is such an important issue on how we work together as African countries with our development partners and the private sector to make sure that we push this restorative initiative and create opportunities for our young people to be able to stay in their countries, in their communities, in their villages, in the rural areas where land degradation is mostly expressed, so that they can drive economic activities, whether it's in agriculture, whether it's in tourism, or any other productive sector that is dependent on land and water resource management. Wonderful, if I can use one word. The German government, through BMZ, I think, has been one of the most steadfast partners for the African countries. They're engaged in agriculture. They have been a key player in supporting the implementation of the CADAP in African countries. They are engaged with NEPAD Agency on this new initiative. It's called the Skills Initiative, which is a critical initiative to develop the capacity of African youth so that they can be employed or they can create employment for themselves. So we will be rolling out from 2016 this program focusing a lot on vocational training, providing opportunities for youth through supporting government action plans, but also supporting concrete placement of young people in private companies, in the private sector, so that they can develop skills, whether it's in the agricultural sector, whether it's in infrastructure, or any other economic sector that can help to develop the capacity of young people to employ themselves or to be employed by others. So we are really pleased with our partnership with BMZ, and we hope that their commitment that they have expressed over the years will continue and can only be strengthened further. Thank you.